Alita for not giving my dad back the money he put into savings for me when. Alita for not giving my dad back the money he put into savings for me. When I betrayed him by accepting extra stuff from grandparents who wouldn't give equally to my stepsiblings. My parents created a savings account for me 19 and he put away money for me starting when I was young. My dad continued after my mom died, and by the time I turned 18, I had a pretty sizable savings account. When I was 8, my dad started dating Nina, and Nina had kids from her previous relationship. They were 3 years old and 18 months at the time. My dad treated them just like his own since their dad was out of the picture. He made a rule after a couple of years when he didn't feel like his family or my mom's refer to them. My mom's side couldn't give me a big item for his house if they gave nothing to them. He said it wasn't fair if I opened a gaming console with a bunch of games from them and nothing was sent to Nina's kids. They could send me some smaller stuff and it wasn't a big deal. My dad's family had to give to us equally though, and he said there was no treating me different because we were all a family. My dad's family did follow the rules publicly, but in private they gave me extra money and smaller stuff. I never told dad and I accepted it. My mom's family kept the big stuff for their house since I'd visit them a few times a month. They never sent anything for Nina's kids. My dad never talked to me about the rule. I think he expected me to be protective of Nina's kids and to insist we were a family and all of us should be the same. But I never felt the same way about the step-family stuff as he did. They got married when I was 12, but to me, they were still Nina's kids. Dad told me about the savings when I was 16 and I gained access when I turned 18. In October, my dad found out about the extra stuff his parents gave me. He and my aunt argued because he expected them to feel bad about originally treating Nina's kids different to me. He said I'd have grown up feeling ashamed of them if he'd let it continue, and my aunt threw me and my grandparents under the bus saying if I felt that way, why did I take the stuff behind his back? He was so mad. After he confronted my grandparents, he confronted me and he asked me how I could let my little siblings be treated differently. He told me family is supposed to stand by each other. I told him he accepted them as his full family, but I never did, and I reminded him of all the years I knew them. I never called them my family or my siblings. I even pointed out how I called them Nina's kids. He told me that wasn't right and they grew up with me being their big brother. I said I was nice to them because they were kids. But that was it. Then he demanded I give him back all the money in my savings. He said if I was going to take all that extra stuff and betray the family, I didn't deserve it. I refused to and told him the money is mine now. Nina lost her mind when she learned about it too. She didn't have family to give her kids, so she felt extra pissed on behalf of her kids. She was also pissed at dad for letting me have the money when I did. Since they can't take it and split it between her kids, they keep asking for it back and I keep saying no, they can't access it either, so it's safe. But they think I'm an off for taking the money, and I knew I was accepting the stuff from dad's parents. Alita,